All right, we are live. We're here with a good brother of mine. First of all, this is Wamkish Talks. We are here, Shea Nordy, Church of the People, for Creator Mother Earth. You can find us at Church of the People for Creator Mother Earth.com. We specialize in giving people free access to earth-based ceremonies and also allowing them to indulge within the space of healing, earth-based style. And here today with the good brother, who I met within this medicine space back in 2019, and ever since then, he's been accelerating, he's been growing, he's been working with numerous people. I'll let him explain that, but anyways, just wanted to introduce my brother Ian here, and yeah, it's good to see you, brother, good to be here, and thanks for being on the Wamkish Talks.
Good to see you too, brother, thank you for having me. Yeah, excited for this one. We don't get to have long-form discussions enough. Just you and I talking about the work and talking about what's important in the industry. As two people who have been stewarding the industry realistically, it's important to hear the views, not just of us, but obviously of everybody. And I'm excited for that.
Yeah, definitely. That's one purpose of these podcasts. Outside of working with the brothers and who I have worked for a couple of years, I'm also going to be getting new people on, people that haven't necessarily been out there or been talking about their experiences, but no, it's definitely good to get a bigger scope on things. And for yourself, I noticed, seeing your work in today's time, you've been doing a lot of work within the psychedelic space, within people, whether it's coaching, whether it's just going around and spreading the message of helping athletes or people who want to perform at their best level through earth-based medicines. How's that been for you lately?
It's been good. The business model has shown itself. And coaching is where, the coaching and consulting is where I make the bulk of my money. The coaching, the industry of I don't want to call it life coaching, integration coaching is exploding. And I'm helping build programs for high-level performers, athletes. I have the McCall method, working with, world champion fighters and world champion level surfers and race car drivers and all kinds of people, and it's really exciting. It makes me really happy because this is my life's work. But on top of it all, I have the scientific research that I'm doing with major universities using molecules like ketamine, like psilocybin, like ayahuasca, where I'm working with the Ayahuasca Foundation trying to raise money for my nonprofit called Athletes Journey Home, where we're doing traumatic brain injury research, where I'm taking, upwards of 12 athletes to Iquitos, Peru, to the Ayahuasca Foundation. The University of Melbourne is collecting all the data. And man, out of the first 10 or so athletes that want to join this thing, there is about at least 60 world titles. And
yep.
It just shows the influence and the accomplishments these people have. There's I've hit every level of this sort of stuff. I stopped working politically because politics are disgusting. But even working in the trap space, the helping consult for companies that want to build good brands. I'm no longer the face of an illicit brand because I'm the face of a nonprofit. But it's about being the guy behind the curtain that's helping steward and guide these companies through the right sort of brand, through their ethics, through having the morals. That moral compass is always on point. So, building one specific brand right now called Dragonfly. That's been kind of my Dragonfly's my spirit animal, and it's kind of been my baby in the background that I've never really pushed, and now we're starting to come out with products. And trying to figure all that out. So I have a multi-headed approach to making this whole industry viable financially. Because I'm not in a rush for money. I have money, but it's about like with the ecosystem that I have. I did this because I got screwed over by a lot of people. All the drama I've got with, and the industry itself did me very wrong on a few occasions where I've lost potentially millions of dollars. And it hurt my feelings, so I went inside and I thought, how am I going to not let this happen ever again? And that's how I have to work for myself. I have my nonprofit, which is my life's work for traumatic brain injury research. The nonprofit, the donations I get will pay eventually once the athletes go through the ceremonies, whether it's in U or in Peru or wherever it is, they're going to need coaching after. And the nonprofit will pay my for-profit, and obviously an honest, good rate. I looked up conflicts of interest within the law.
Found yourself a good rate in that status, huh?
Yeah, and I found out that what I'm doing isn't illegal, and as the CEO of the nonprofit and the CEO of the for-profit, I'm never going to take a salary from the nonprofit. Sure, will it pay for the office in my house? Yes. Will it pay for some dinners and flights around the world to do psychedelic work? Of course. But I'm trying to have my own moral compass on properly as I go through all these different interactions with the industries, and I speak on stages, and I help people grow and learn about themselves. I have to be the best version of myself, so I spin a lot of plates, but it's worth it. And you see, I live in a little beach condo. I don't drive some crazy car. I've got a small little Mercedes, and I live under the radar. I'm here for my, number one is me, obviously, my daughter. If you don't take care of number one, you can't take care of anybody else. But my daughter is the main person. That's the focus in my life. Daddy's not buying a new Porsche because she needs a new horse, sort of thing. You've got kids. And I'm just trying to push the message of the medicine. There's so many lessons to be learned within it, but to be the person that's not only telling my own story, because it's been told a lot, is to get other people of influence, mainly athletes, to tell their stories so that people can resonate with them and go, look, my favorite whatever athlete is doing this to better themselves, whether that's to retire or that's to perform better and it's working. I want to try that because I can apply that to my life.
No, that's 100% correct. That's one of the missions that I talked to you about previously about one of our events that we're looking at doing. That's the main goal there is to give people an organic approach, but also have them to have avenues of all walks of healing. That's one thing why I'm glad that I have a broad spectrum of friends and contacts who work in all things, whether it's from sound therapy to medicine, as far as earth medicine or synthetic medicines or retreats or this and that. And but I think that, like what you're saying, about giving people this good side of it and wanting to show that these athletes and people are getting better with these medicines. That's one thing that I'm glad to work with you and seeing the progress within yourself. And it's really cool to see, because like I said, we go back to 2019, we were both still starting and still fresh within, coming out, and it's cool now to see how much we've gone and expanded, and I look forward to bringing that out to the people. That's one thing why, with your org and everything that you do, I'm hoping to see what we could do, because that's one thing that I think someone like yourself could have testified to, where I think athletes, because I know athletes, I don't know this, I used to be an athlete, but I know as an athlete,